Hello, my lovely students. This is Miss WM. I miss you so much. I wish all of you are fine and safe. Today we have a writing session. At the beginning of our session, I want to discuss with you about very interesting phenomena, which is the rainbow. Surely you have seen a rainbow in the sky before, right? Well, have you ever wondered why and how did the rainbow form? Did you know that the sun rays are responsible for the rainbow? Let's figure out why and how. So simply, the rainbow is caused by the sunlight. When the light enters a water droplet, the light slows down its speed and it bends inside the water droplet. Then it reflects inside the droplet itself and it separates into the colors of the rainbow. So whenever you can see the sun rays and the rain, you can see the rainbow. So we have something here called the refraction. When the sunlight changes its direction and it slows down and it bends, this is the refraction. And something else called the reflection is when the sun ray sends back the light and it sends the light back separated into different colors of the rainbow. Let's have a look at this chart to make it easier for us to understand. So here you can see the sun. This is the sunlight. And the refraction is when the sunlight changes its direction and it bends down. And here's the reflection is when the sunlight sends back its rays but separated into the colors, the different colors of the rainbow. Well, now, if you want to read more information about the phenomena of the rainbow, you can find information inside books or inside articles or maybe on the internet also. And some charts and pictures make it easy for you to understand more information. Well, our lesson today is about explanation. When you explain something, you try to make it easy for the reader to understand. So, to tell or explain how things work or why they happen. We explain things to make it easier. What are the features that you may use to write an explanation text? Maybe you can use contents, index, glossary, or summary. You need to read lots of information about the topic that you want to write about. You can also use subheadings, diagrams, charts, or photos. And of course, you need to write in the present simple tense because you're writing about the fact that can never be changed. So when we write about something that's real information or facts, we need to use the present simple tense. And also, sometimes you may need to use scientific vocabulary like the term reflection, refraction. These are scientific vocabulary. And when you use some vocabulary like this, you know you need to explain it to the reader. Okay, you need to simplify the word to make it easy for the reader to understand. And also you need to write time order words to put your explanation in a correct sequence and to make it more understandable. Connectives, like when you use because, when, so, and, but, when you connect some sentences using the connectives. So we have 3 steps when we write explanation text. The first step is the introduction. You need to write what's going to be explained. For example, you are going to write how the rainbow is formed. You need to explain what's going to be, you need to write what's going to be explained. That's the introduction. To start your paragraph or your text with introducing the topic that you are going to explain. You need to make it clear. The second step is the explanation sequence. You need to think of the steps that you are going to write your explanation in. For example, you will use the time order words like first, next, after that, okay, and the connectives and why, because, and also you need to explain the cause and the effect. The cause is the reason, and the effect is the result. So when you explain something, you need to highlight the cause and the effect. You can also include diagrams, charts, and pictures to help the reader to understand. The concluding statement. This is step number 3, the concluding statement. You need to end your paragraph with a result. You may want to include interesting comments about what you have explained, like, did you know that? Do you wonder? I wonder why. I wonder what happens if. Okay, you need to conclude or end your paragraph with an interesting statement. So again, these are the 3 steps to write an explanation text: introduction, explanation sequence, and concluding sequence. All of them, they have to be connected and to make sense. They have to be easy to the reader to understand. So your paragraph has to be connected. Here are some examples for the time order words: next, then, when, connectives, because, if, as, so, when, simple present tense, of course. For example, when you heat water, it boils. This sentence in the present simple tense. And here you can see the cause and the effect. The cause, the reason. When you heat water, this is the reason. It boils, this is the effect or the result. Okay, this is the effect. Scientific language. So when you explain something, you need to use some scientific words like evaluation, reflection, and you have to simplify it to the reader to understand it. Again, these are the writing tips again in one place. So at the beginning, general statement to introduce the topic, and you can write a title using a question form like how the rainbow is formed, why the rainbow is formed, how chocolate is made. Okay, a series of logical steps explaining how and why something occurs or happens. So you need to arrange your steps and explain it in a sequence. Number 3, decide whether diagrams, charts, illustrations, or a flow chart would help to explain it. You can use one of these to help you explain. Here, using how or why in the title helps, as we said before. Introduce your subject to the reader. So in the introduction, you need to introduce the subject that you are going to talk about. Organize the writing and illustrations, cause and effect. When you do this, this happens. This is the cause and this is the effect. Interest the reader. Use questions like, did you know that? What happens if? And the last step, which is very important, reread your explanation and pretend that you know nothing about it. Reread it and try to understand and try to find if something is missing. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.